The introduction to the world of internet marketing, all the names that it's called today, online marketing, digital marketing now. The skepticism didn't exist for me because I was so excited about the prospect of something being other than a 9-to-5, having just lost my job. And literally, an ad introduced me to an alternative to the world of clocking in. It wasn't me. I knew it was getting by my husband that was going to be the issue. So I presented to him what I listened to, had him listen to it. Do you remember? Liberty. And so what do we have to lose here? The initial investment wasn't astronomical, you know. I know that's not the case for all people. Sometimes that much money is a big stretch, but we had it and we could do it. And so we took that leap of faith and did the first step. That introduced us then to people who gave us more information to enlighten us to go to the next step. And we bit, so to speak, and we bought in at the next level. You talk about adversity and some of the things that were thrown on our path along the way that should have had us running with our hair behind us. We didn't let it, or I wouldn't let it thwart us, because I knew there was something there that was going to be kind of the answer to our dreams. That, you know, do the math. We both are pretty bright enough to realize hours exchanged for dollars, however many months, years that takes, we're not going to get where we want to go. And this is presenting something that gives us an option that's doable if we do what they tell us. Others have done it. It's got to be doable. It's possible. And so if we find the right organization, they've got all the right parts and pieces connected, and I've passed the sniff test so many times, I knew what I was looking for, but I didn't find anything similar to what that was until I happened on Legendary Marketer. And I knew the minute I saw your video, chalk it up for whatever, women's intuition, I have a master's degree in psychology, I can kind of feel and know. I just knew you were speaking of the truth. And if we did what you said and we followed the guideline, I was either going to end up in divorce court, or we would have found something that we really both could get together on the same page and participate in, and we'd make it. And he believed me.
Yeah. And I had just been downsized, so we had no income coming in, but we still came up with the money, bought in. And I was still very skeptical about this working, very skeptical. Because everyone we'd done before this had confidence in her, but nothing would pan out. You'd hear all of this, do this, do this, do this, do this, but nothing would happen. And we'd follow their instructions. And I know that when I saw your video, Dave, it did hit me. Somebody from your background, and then rewarding your dad.
That's what hit him.
That's what hit me. And so I said, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And she went full force. She was working with Andre and going through the classes and Bill, and she wanted to jump all the classes and start yes, immediately. And she went through them all very patiently.
They made me wait.
And I was still skeptical until this weekend. I came down here with, here we go again, another rah, do it, buy up, do, all this. And I was just blown away.
Engaging with the coach was monumental to Julie because, as my husband referenced, I had been a human telephone for years with the interaction with getting people to even come to the trough. So to me, that spoke volumes. I don't have to be that anymore. My job is just to do what I know I'm good at. I can market and bring people to the trough. And when they get there, these guys will take care of the rest. These guys and gals will do their job. And that just meant so much to me. The going through the steps was the warm-up, and by all accounts for anybody else but moi, who thought herself pretty, I've been there, done that, very pertinent, very necessary. People need to have that hand-holding, let me show you, and not just 1, 2, 3, that's it. It's 15. if you can make it through these 15, one that tells us just kind of like for some people, if you can get through the gamut of this, you're going to be able to do the rest. But if you're like, 1, 2, 3, I don't want to do this, you're in the wrong place. We're all about helping people. We always have been. Anyone and everyone who knows us knows that's kind of, I think, why God put us here. But we want to help ourselves too. And in doing that, we know once we've reached a level, we can do that for our families. We can do that for our faith. We can do that to have fun, which is really what, we're getting up there. He referenced, we're the old folks. We've earned our stripes, and we've raised our family, and I think we're good people, and we deserve to have what we want in life if we're willing to work for it. You've given us the blueprint, that maybe overused word, but everything that Legendary Marketer represents, anyone who's skeptical, if they even take the time to experience what we did for this training, and if this training is similar for all future trainings, maybe tweaked here, tweaked there for whatever reason you choose, it speaks to people. I mean, we're just a bunch of people thrown together for a few days of this is how we do it, and how you do it is how it can be done. And I think it's going to make our dreams come true.